Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we have a new brand alert. For those of you who don't know, I am George Reed. I'm the Fine Timepiece Director here at Oliver Smith, and this is an old good friend of mine, Paul Riggs. He is our boutique director down in Scottsdale Fashion Square, and we are Oliver Smith. Paul has talked about this brand with me forever. I'm going to have Paul introduce it to me and you. So Paul, take it away.
Alrighty, well, we're going to play with some Norqains today. So Norqain is a really cool, family-oriented, independent brand. Basically, it's the love child of Jean-Claude Bivet and Teddy Schneider from Breitling, along with his best friend Ben, came together and put this whole thing together.
So this is from the ashes of Breitling. Is that kind of what I'm detecting here? You said Teddy Schneider, so...
Daddy sold the brand in 2017.
Okay.
Teddy never got the brand to the extent he wanted, but he's got this brand, and this brand, I think, is doing things really cool, really exciting way.
And how did JCB get involved?
So, you know, he's the golden boy.
And for those of you who don't know, you're hiding under a rock. Jean-Claude Bivet is pretty much responsible for everything we know and love right now. The watch world wouldn't exist in the same fashion without gentlemen like Jean-Claude Bivet. It's the guy who introduced the Royal Oak to the world. He went on to found Hublot. He's been the head of LVMH watches.
Yes,
I mean, just
Tag Heuer Omega CEO.
His own brand now, Bivet. So just look up JCB.
Basically, he's the golden boy that touches everything and it goes to gold. So that's what you want. That's what every brand's going to need, especially as an up-and-coming new brand. You're going to want that hand on your brand, guiding it, that advice, all of that. And these people in Switzerland, they're all next to each other. They're, everyone shares the conversation.
A little bit of nepotism goes a long way. Who do you know? How do you know them? And what can you do for me?
Being part of the Schneider family helps a lot. There's a lot of Schneiders in high-end brands and high places over there, so that definitely helps quite a bit. The whole premise of this brand is to really get them out for the youth right now. They want young, active go-getters wearing these watches. They're primarily themed around mountain climbing, hiking, getting out, just not sitting around behind a screen all day. They want you to get out and live and enjoy these watches.
Like, so even their logo is a little mountaintop.
A little mountain,
the
little
ends backwards. Yeah.
So they really want everyone out and doing something with these things. They want to be a little different, so they're also going to build them accordingly.
Okay.
If you're going to take this thing out on a hike, if you're going to take it out in the wilderness some way, you better be able to hold up to some shock. So they're not sacrificing on materials.
Shock resistant, water resistant.
Absolutely. Starting off, this is the Adventure Collection. This is the entry to the line.
Okay.
Real clean, real simple, but you've got 316L surgical grade stainless steel. You've got a sapphire crystal. You've got ceramic. They also do
ceramic bezel. Okay.
Ceramic bezel, yeah. And they're sapphire crystal case backs as well. So that's on every Norqain. They always have an open back, and it's a great way to prove that for their low bar to entry price, you're getting an automatic.
It's so dumb, but being a car guy, I like the kind of carbon fiber dial. It just makes me happy.
Well, and really fun about the dial. Looks like carbon fiber. It's actually an engraved dial. It's the tiny Norqain ends etched into the dial that appears.
Perfect. So it's actually like a guilloche at that point. Okay.
So taking that carbon fiber-esque that everyone else does, but take it just one step further.
Love it.
And do it for a price nobody else can match. So the Adventure Collection comes in a variety of different colors. You can then interchange bracelets, straps, leather. However, with leather, nothing in this brand is cruelty in any way. It's all cruelty-free. So they use Alcantara, which is handmade, like man-made leather, and they use apple skin on the inside, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
So just kind of getting back to the credence of the brand and who they are as a company. Every piece, the most important part of every Norqain, they always have an engravable plate on the side. This is one of the coolest things. Anything you want engraved on that, buy a new plate, we swap it right onto there, put whatever you want.
And the new plate will come with the watch, am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
So you can have whatever pet name you want, whatever nickname you want, put onto your watch, and then the original will kind of go in the box.
Absolutely. They want it to be engravable. They want it to be customizable. If you're going to give it as a gift, if you're going to give it as a corporate gift, great way to make it personalized for that person, make them feel a little more special. And actually, you only need 10 pieces minimum order to get the logo for your company put on one of their watches.
Customize the watch, it's fabulous, man.
So
very,
once again,
very
low
cool.
barrier to entry, which is fantastic for this company.
What is the price point on this?
So this guy here is coming in at $2,790.
So way below that $5,000 threshold. So that's just a ton of watch for the money.
Absolutely, absolutely. Detail work is unmatched by most. One of the best parts about this company comes from the Schneider's connections. The cases, bracelets, and dials are actually made in the exact same building that Breitlings are made. AP gets some dials made there. I've seen Tudor dials made in that factory. I mean, you've been to the factory.
I've actually been there. Yeah,
I've been there as well.
Super cool. Yeah.
So to now know that when we go back, there's going to be Norqain dials right next to those other major brands. So quality is exactly on par there. Same material, same hands.
Who's doing the movement? I'm assuming they're not in-house.
So they have a variety of options. So in your Adventure Collection, the entry series, it's going to be a Sellita, but they touch it, they tune it like any other major brand does.
Those of you who watch the channel a lot kind of know how I feel about in-house manufacture versus mass manufacture. I am firmly of the belief that not everything needs to be in-house.
Yeah.
Especially on something like this, you want a tool watch, you want something you can use, you want every watchmaker to be able to work on. I want parts to be everywhere. And a lot of the Solitas now are clones of some of the original ETA movements. The patents kind of ran out, so they do these 2892 clones and stuff like that. So every watchmaker is really familiar with these watches. I think that's great as far as reliability into the future goes.
It's cheaper to get parts for a small block Chevy than a Ferrari.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Which brings us to the other side of the Adventure collection. When it jumps into the Neverest family, there's a cool tie-in. Every piece that you purchase of the Neverest family goes to the Butterfly Hope project. That's actually going to help the families of Sherpas who are helping.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this, yeah.
So really cool line there, charitable benefit that comes back. But these actually have the in-house Kinesi movement.
Okay.
So once again, that Breitling connection from the Schneiders, they were in the room with Rolex, developed the Kinesi movement that Tudor and Breitling now share back and forth.
Correct.
These guys were already in there. They already have that in-house caliber movement, and they're doing this piece for $4,690 for an in-house GMT. Ceramic, same type of dial type, 316L steel, and an in-house movement for under $5.
So now tell me about the skeleton.
So the skeleton's one of their top sellers. It's part of their Freedom collection. Really exciting stuff. Under $5,000 for a legible skeleton dialed piece.
And legible being the key.
I
really do like that. Great loom on this. Just the way everything sits. Absolutely phenomenal piece. And bang for the buck again. So almost everything's sub 5,000. So let's get into
the one exception.
The wild one.
Yes, the wild one is currently the hot piece. If you've been floating through Instagram, the ether of all of that, you will have come across a wild one recently. Probably on Mark Wahlberg's.
Yes, I love that story. I guess he organically bought. There's a turquoise blue, Tiffany blue, and black version that he's been seen wearing quite a lot. Yeah. And for a guy who has everything, for him to choose this brand, to choose that watch, and to wear it a lot in public, just speaks volumes to me.
And that's what I love about it. The choice. He's not being paid. He's not an ambassador of theirs. He's a friend of the brand, and he's been hashtagging their hashtags.
That's great.
So he's digging into it. Kind of reminiscent of the Stallone Panerai. You've got Wahlberg, Norqain.
Some of the best relationships happen organically.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So tell me about the watch.
So the wild one is probably one of the coolest things that they're doing. So most importantly, we talk about outside adventure, getting your hands dirty wearing these watches. This material they created on this case is called Nortec. It's their material. They rate it to 30 Gs shock resistant, 10 times a G-Shock.
Yeah. For you guys who are not aware, you are not rated to 30 Gs. Don't test it.
Not even close. This is a really exciting and limited edition version. It's the Hakuna Mipaka. So I don't know if you've seen Ben Schneider, the guy who lives with a lion pride.
Yeah.
Kind of awesome. Yeah. This was made in collaboration with him, so you got the colorway of a lion. You've got his little logo down on the bottom. The strap and the dial are textured like lion's hair. Really awesome piece.
Is this limited?
This is one of 300 pieces in the world.
Okay.
So we're fortunate to get one. This did not come out this year, so this is they've saved one for us. So.
Not many left. Yeah, got it. We are new to the company, so they're going to treat us really right for a little while.
Absolutely. And the wild ones, you're going to come in at $5,690. A purchase of the piece does go to the charitable benefit of the Lion Preserve in this case. So I love that the company gives back. They're a new brand, but they're already giving back.
I love all the cruelty-free. I love all the charity stuff. I think that's phenomenal. If you can put a good watch with that kind of backing, it's just more reason to pick it up. So this is also part of a slightly larger picture here at Oliver Smith. We really like independent brands. Oliver, as the head of our company, is a very independent spirit, and I just wanted to kind of tease a little bit. Next week we have Oliver the Independent and our family talking to another independent family as well. So independent watches might be the future of our industry. So keep an eye out for that. So now that you've been introed to the brand, what's your favorite? Tell us which one you like. Tell us what you like the most about Norqain. Please comment below. If you're fortunate to be in the Scottsdale area, please stop by and see me. Go down the mall, see Paul, down to Scottsdale Fashion Square. Phenomenal new store down there. If you're fortunate enough to be in Aspen, please go up and say hi to Emery and Harry for us. Thanks, guys.